have an issue with that. If you could be respectful that we have collective responsibility.
Committee Chair, I've served on committees. I am being respectful.
David Lammy erupts in Parliament after committee clash. You're not going to believe what just happened inside Parliament. David Lammy found himself in the middle of a heated showdown with a committee that flat out told him he was being disrespectful. Yes, that word. Disrespectful. And in that moment, Lammy's frustration boiled over. He erupted, pushing back against what he saw as a personal attack, and the exchange has left Westminster buzzing. So let's break down exactly what happened. This all unfolded during a committee session where Lammy was being pressed on his comments and his tone. Now, normally these hearings are dull scripted, even predictable. But this time, it turned into live political theater. As the questioning intensified, one committee member accused Lammy of dismissing their process. They didn't hold back, calling him disrespectful for the way he was handling the session. And that's when it happened. Lammy snapped. He raised his voice, leaned in, and delivered a fiery defense of his conduct. He said he wasn't there to play games, he wasn't there to bow to theatrics, he was there to speak the truth. The tension was thick. Even those watching could feel it through the cameras. David Lammy isn't new to controversy. He's known for his sharp tongue, his willingness to confront opponents, and his ability to dominate a debate. Supporters love him for it. Critics, on the other hand, say it makes him reckless. But this clash with a parliamentary committee? It hit different. Because instead of Lammy targeting the government or an opposition MP, this was the system itself, Parliament's own watchdog, pushing back on him. And that flips the script. Lammy has been climbing Labour's ranks for years. He's a lawyer, a broadcaster, and one of the party's most visible figures. When Keir Starmer reshuffled his team, Lammy was given one of the most high-profile positions as the new Deputy Prime Minister. That role comes with power and scrutiny. And now, with an election on the horizon, every word, every clash, every heated outburst gets magnified. So when Lammy lost his cool in that committee, it wasn't just about one argument. It was about how he handles pressure and whether that style helps or hurts Labour's image. Reactions poured in almost instantly. One senior Conservative MP told reporters, "If Lammy can't handle a committee room, how will he handle foreign negotiations on the world stage?" But Labour insiders came to his defense. One source close to Lammy said, "He's passionate, he speaks truth to power, and committees don't like it when someone refuses to play their games." Meanwhile, social media lit up. One comment read, "Finally, a politician who won't just nod along in committee hearings. Lammy was right to stand his ground." Another was less forgiving, "This isn't passion, it's arrogance. No wonder the public think Parliament is a circus." And here's the kicker. This kind of moment isn't just about headlines. It shapes narratives. For Labour, every outburst from a senior figure either reinforces strength or raises doubts. For the Conservatives, Lammy's clash was a gift-proof, they say, that Labour's top team is fractious, temperamental, and not ready for power. And for voters, it's another reminder of why so many people are losing patience with politics altogether. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. While MPs argue about tone, respect, and committee procedures, ordinary people outside Parliament are wondering, where's the progress? Where's the change on energy bills, housing, jobs, or healthcare? That gap between fiery debates inside Westminster and real struggles outside it is why this story matters. This isn't just a Lammy problem. Across parliaments worldwide, there's a growing frustration about performative politics. Theatrics, outbursts, viral clips that trend online but solve nothing. In Britain, Lammy's eruption is just the latest proof that Parliament isn't immune to the same disease. Still, let's give Lammy credit where it's due. He wasn't backing down. He wasn't apologizing for speaking forcefully. And for his supporters, that's exactly why they love him. They see passion, courage, and a refusal to be silenced. And maybe, just maybe, this moment will play well with voters who are sick of scripted politicians who sound like robots. Because, like it or not, Lammy sounded human. Angry, flawed, but real. And in politics today, authenticity can be more powerful than politeness. So where does this leave us? The committee's words, disrespectful, will hang over Lammy for weeks. His opponents will weaponize it. His allies will spin it as passion. And the media? They'll replay the clip until the next eruption pushes it off the headlines. But the bigger question remains. Is Parliament moving closer to real debate, or is it collapsing into theatre? And if MPs themselves can't respect each other across the table, how can they expect the public to respect them? So I'll ask you this. Was David Lammy right to erupt? Did he stand his ground against an unfair attack, or did he cross the line, proving the committee's point? Because if this is just the beginning of election season tempers, the clashes ahead will make this one look tame. And the question remains, if politics keeps descending into personal fights, what happens to the issues that really matter? What happens next may be the real scandal.